Okay, so we're going to jump into a couple audience questions. I wanted to direct this to Dr. Udo and Dr. Corbin. The question is mostly about the people who you do work with in the federal government, the scientists who work for the agencies. What are you hearing from them, how do we protect them as people who are just citizens or as policymakers?
Well, I know that censorship and also decrease in funding really drive people away from either, some people leaving the federal agencies because they just feel pressure or their science integrity. They don't feel like their science integrity is respected. So that's definitely an issue, even in heightened focus on opioid issue. Even then, because now CDC is not allowed to use term evidence-based. And evidence-based is everything in public health, actually. We emphasize that in teaching, but we're not allowed to use that term at the federal level anymore. And those definitely conflict what we are taught, what we believe in. And so people definitely start leaving and try to go to other industry, academia. But it's not better because funding is not there for no longer there for us to do in the 70s or 80s level anymore. So it is really hard to keep working in a science, not just federal agency, but just keep on a science. That's the problem. Definitely with the opioid issue, what helped with government and each state decided to pour a lot of money into this issue is because of the death toll. There is a clear evidence that this is happening, but I know that some districts, some municipality, they suppress the data. I know that they have the data, but they don't either say that that's overdose because they don't want to deal with it or they don't want the stigma in the community. If you know that kind of political pressure happening, speak up. You need to advocate for data, and because those count at the federal level. Vital statistics at the state level goes to the federal level. It's got summarized and it's get used. But if that's undercounted in your community, you might not be represented. If you feel like that's happening, then definitely speak up and raise your voice. I think that's very important.